COVID-19 took hold over a year ago. Canadian banks were urged to offer deferrals for mortgages, credit cards, and other loans to help people through the pandemic.
But those programs have now ended, and Canada's big banks are back to making record profits. And some groups say they could do more to help their customers. Pat Foran has the story on Consumer Alert. Pat.
Thanks, Michelle and Nathan. The average bank president in Canada made almost $11 million in 2020, and this year several banks saw their profits more than double. It comes at a time when some banks are raising fees, and there are calls for the government to do more to protect customers. The group ACORN, which represents low and moderate income families, took its protest to Toronto's financial district. Organizers say while Canadian banks continue to make record profits, families are being gouged with unfair bank fees.
We asking the bank to lower the NSF fees, to stop the fees they charge monthly on accounts that have less than $4,000.
ACORN is calling on banks to lower NSF fees to $10, to charge no bank fees for all customers, to provide low-interest or zero-interest loans to low-income people, and to stop financing predatory lenders. Some clients say if they're late with one check in their account, it can cost them hundreds of dollars in bank charges.
We get charged for NSF. We get charged if we don't have a set amount of money in the bank. We get charged for taking our own money out.
ACORN says Canadian banks charge some of the highest fees in the world, and the group Democracy Watch agrees.
4 of our big 6 banks in 2020 were among the top 50 most profitable banks in the world. Even though they're much smaller than a lot of other banks, they still made more money.
Duff Conacher says in the U.S. there are more consumer protections for bank customers, more competition when it comes to fees, and caps on credit card interest in 30 states.
Our banks have been protected from foreign competition and subsidized and allowed to dominate every sector of the financial services marketplace by the government.
He says high banking costs should be a federal election issue.
It's going to take a finance minister and a political party in power who actually cares about 25 million bank customers instead of protecting a few big bank CEOs and their multi-million-dollar salaries.